Away from the 14th all-time meeting between the Penn State Nittany Lions as they host the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it is wet, it is soggy, temperatures hovering right around 58 degrees. Here in the booth, it's Chuck Long and Julius, and back deep to return it, Jalen Myrick. So Julius at 5'10", all 270 pounds of him, kicks it away. He's got a strong leg, and he backs Myrick up deep into the end zone, and Minnesota will start. Rodney Smith in the backfield, but Leidner wants to throw. Pocket collapsing. Leidner keeps it alive and slings it downfield, complete into Penn State territory, finding Brian Smith.
The poise and experience of a senior quarterback. Everything breaks down. He flushes out of the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field, which all good quarterbacks do. Throws a nice catchable ball, keeping the play alive with his feet.
Over 5,700 career passing yards. Throwing to a senior, only his 7th career catch there for Brian Smith.
And you saw Brian Smith coming back.
2nd and 10, no score, 3:38 first quarter. And there's the other man, Shannon Brooks. Down near the 20 for a Minnesota first down. If it's not Smith, it's Brooks. It's a great 1-2 combo out of the backfield.
Great 1-2 combo because Shannon brings that power as well. Not as fast as Smith, but he has power. Here he is, this off-tackle play. What I like about Shannon Brooks is he's patient. He has great vision and patience, as you saw there. Lets his block set up in front of him.
He returned from a broken bone in his right foot last week, had 85 yards, said he felt great, so they're ready to give him more work. But this time a throw is complete to the outside and getting it down inside the 10. Brian Smith with his 2nd reception.
Try to play for your field goal, get 3 points out of it.
This will be a 37-yarder for Emmett Carpenter. Former walk-on, first year as a starter, 5 for 5 in the field goal department. 6 of 6. Right down Broadway in Minnesota. Strikes first in Happy Valley.
That was a good drive engineered by Mitch Leidner on a escape from the pocket, hitting Brian Smith as Brian Smith broke his route off to keep that drive going to get 3 points. And when you're on the road, you want to score early, and Minnesota's accomplished that. And you want to get your 3 points.
Ashburn, Virginia comes back out. So far, McSorley 5 of 11 for 29 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. He's going to move up in the pocket. Deep, high-arcing ball, and he's got his man, DeAndre Tompkins. Happy 21st birthday, DeAndre Tompkins.
That was a great play by Trace McSorley because he had pressure. He moved around in the pocket, escaped it, and made a great play to Tompkins on the sideline on a little out and up. That was all Trace McSorley, buying some time to get to his receiver.
53 yards on the reception. He has been targeted early in this one. Now they go back to Barkley. Up the middle for a good gain of 8.
Yeah, here's the play. Slow play action. Steps up and out. Keeps his eyes down the field. And finds Tompkins.
Sat behind Christian Hackenberg last year. Of course, Hackenberg now in the NFL. But this time on the ground again with Barkley. Finding down inside the 5. And it'll be 3rd down.
Just playing it safe right now. Again, another zone play. 3 straight zone plays in a row. It might be where they're playing. This is 4-down territory where they won't kick it and go for it on 4th down. That's why they ran it there.
3rd and goal. Penn State has struggled this year on 3rd downs, just 24%, 2nd worst in FBS football.
Minnesota showing zone pass defense.
McSorley tries to take off, dives, and did not get in. He got close, but Galen Elmore denying him of the goal line.
Big call for James Franklin. Looks like he's going for 3.
And the boos are raining down. McSorley just could not get there.
Good job of McSorley trying to keep that alive on a scramble, trying to score. A good stop by Minnesota.
Tyler Davis trying to tie Luke Strebel of Air Force with 15 consecutive field goals made. And this is a chippy. Barely got the snap off. It is good. He has made 15 straight as Tyler Davis, and we are even at 3 apiece. James Franklin in a battle against Minnesota.
Quite a leader, remarkable story. He's had a good game so far.
First play of this drive is a pitch out to the left side to Tyler Johnson, the freshman from Minneapolis. And it's a 9-yard gain.
And Tyler Johnson was their leading receiver coming into this game. Good job by Mitch Leidner. The play action fake, he has to flip his hips all the way around and make a throw to his left for a right-handed quarterback. That's a tough throw, and he threw it with some nice accuracy. You see the talent and ability that he has.
Kobe McCreary, his first carry of the game across the 50. It's a nice first carry into Penn State territory and down to the 40 before he's wrangled down. Minnesota in rushing as a true freshman last year. Now they're going to the air, and a flag comes out. Brian Smith was interfered with. It was Grant Haley on the coverage, and he got tangled with Smith.
Yeah, and Grant Haley was all over Smith. That was an easy call to make. Trying a little fade route.
Pass interference. Defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
There he is. Just a little fade route to the outside. Oh, and I can hear what the crowd was saying there. Yeah, that could have gone either way.
Instead, it goes against Haley, who's just trying to return from an injury. Was in a limited role last week. Now he's back full-time.
He actually turned to look for the ball, and he was in good position.
But instead, the penalty against him. 1st and 10, Minnesota. And a red zone opportunity where they've been so good this year. Up the middle, Rodney Smith. Not much there on conversions on 3rd. Penn State rushes 5, throw over the middle, complete. And the last gasp gets him in. Drew Wolotarski, 3rd touchdown of the season.
When in doubt, go to your go-to receiver. Exactly what Mitch Leidner did. Found his man, Wolotarski, in the middle of that zone defense. Here it is. Just a couple of crossing routes, and Wolotarski sits it down right in the zone. Nice pitch and catch for a big touchdown.
Mentioned his 3rd of the season, 6th of the career for the senior. Really came on last year when he had 3 touchdowns, and now he's already evened that total in 2016. They do snap it at 30. Wolotarski trying to get outside. He has the first down. Near midfield. He'll be stopped a little short of midfield around the 49.
Now they're working it well right now. Again, plenty of time. 26 seconds is plenty of time, especially with 2 timeouts.
Brent Pry imploring his Penn State defense for one more stop to keep this a 10-3 game. Leidner fires a fastball again. Wolotarski. 35-yarder. Snap and hold good. Kick good as well. Well, you said a great 2-minute drive by Minnesota. Carpenter caps it off. They have to feel very good going into the locker. Held off for most of the first half. It's like a heavy mist right now with a lot of low gray clouds here in Happy Valley. They try to mix in the rain game there, but not much for Saquon Barkley. And it is just nasty.
I've done a few Penn State games and had a few like these. It's been some rain out here, and Penn State usually knows how to manage it, but right now they're struggling. They got to mix it up a little bit on offense right now. Get some tempo, change the flow of the game somehow, some way on offense.
It's been gray and rainy since we landed on Thursday. McSorley, That one must have slipped out of the hands wrong, trying to get it to Irvin Charles.
Yeah, they're just out of sorts right now. They're way out of rhythm with their offense. They're not mixing it up with their formations at all. They had tempo early in the game, which I think can help you in your offense. And right now, everything's slow and methodical. And now they're in a 3rd and long, and they have not converted all day.
Now they're 0 for 8. So not in a good position to get that first conversion. Trace McSorley from the gun. Steps up, throws. Was he past the line? He throws to Charles, complete, and he breaks free. Irvin Charles. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's the play that Penn State needed in their offense, and it couldn't come at a better time on a 3rd and 11 to Irvin Charles, who has great upside for this team, can really run. There's some miscommunication in the back end of Minnesota to allow that to happen.
Well, how about that? 0 of 8 on 3rd downs. Maybe they hurt us. Put an exclamation mark on that first 3rd down conversion. The electric touchdown score. Now they got the stop defensively and the ball back.
And they have field position. You want to take advantage when you have it. It's been hard to come by.
Start this one from inside the 45. Play action. They're going for the home run ball. And it is caught inside the 10 by Chris Godwin. Second goal, pressure coming, and over the head on the right side of Andre Robinson.
Tried a little wheel route to Andre Robinson out of the backfield, and McSorley had to rush his throw a little bit. Needed a little bit more air on that throw to the back pylon instead of the front pylon. He might have had a chance.
Penn State got all the way down here, a backwards play, then pressure and a bad pass. Now it's 3rd and goal, right around the 10. Trace McSorley throws, and it is incomplete. Crowd was booing. They thought there was interference over there on Godwin, but the pressure was brought by Julian Huff, who was dragging down Trace McSorley.
I'm not sure that was a catchable ball. That was a great play by McSorley, just getting the ball off and avoiding the sack, which you don't want to do in the red zone. Let's see where the ball lands here. He slipped down there anyway, but that was a great play by McSorley with pressure. You don't want to take a sack in the red zone. Give your field goal kicker a chance. McSorley's just making some plays and getting out of trouble.
27-yarder for Tyler Davis, the redshirt junior. This would tie it. And he does sneak it inside the right upright. And with that field goal, not only does he tie the game, he sets a Penn State record.
Nice decision by McSorley, taking this game over.
Another chance here. That time he throws it wide. He's trying to get it to Mike Gesicki, the tight end.
Just a little stop route. Gesicki just went 5 yards, turned around like a little hook route, and McSorley missed through it. Surprised how he threw that. He's been on the money this half.
Gesicki's been targeted 4 times, 3 catches, but just 12 yards. You often see McSorley do going back up to the line and then returning to the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Stepping up. Oh, he's got Gesicki! Tackled at the 5 from behind by Jalen Myrick. How did Mike Gesicki? 2nd goal. McSorley fakes to Barkley, takes off. Trace McSorley is in, and Penn State leads.
The old zone replay. And he just ducks it underneath and goes for that pylon. Looked like the point of the ball. He's leading in a great way right now, making big plays.
267 yards, a touchdown, no picks, and now the rushing touchdown is second of the season for McSorley. Point after good by Tyler Davis. Inside of 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. 7-yard gain that last time. Now Rodney Smith 95 yards, so he's up around the century mark. And this time he's going nowhere. Nowhere in a hurry thanks to Sharif Miller.
See, they blitzed the last play and they paid the price. Now they just played simple so they can play fast, recognize their keys. Lost no gain on the play. So that's the benefit of just lining up and play and keeping it simple so they can get their keys, especially with a young group. Man coverage in the back end.
And instead of Rodney Smith, they go to Shannon Brooks in the backfield. They need 4 yards. Trying to run left side, and it's wide open. Shannon Brooks with a house call. And that quiets the 80,000 at Beaver Stadium, and a PAT will tie it.
There was a gaping hole on the left-hand side. It looked like Penn State was misaligned. Again, get back to the youth. Ooh. It looked like Cameron Brown for Penn State, number 31, was right there to make the play. Why he didn't make it, he was free to the ball carrier and did not make the play. Shannon Brooks slipped right underneath him for a big gain and a touchdown.
Shannon Brooks now 9 touchdowns in 12 career games. The PAT just up where they left off in the win last week against Colorado State. And speaking of Rodney Smith, how about him in the receiving game, taking Minnesota into the red zone?
Nice call by offensive coordinator Jay Johnson with the wheel route to Rodney Smith, come out of the backfield that he called in the first quarter. Put it in his back pocket. There it is. Called it again in the fourth quarter. Nice job of just throwing it right at the running backs, stopping him with the throw because there's defenders up above him, ahead of him. Nice awareness by Mitch Leitner, knowing where the defense was.
Rodney Smith still the tailback. Going in motion, Colton Beebe. Here comes the pressure. He tried to flip it out to Beebe. Torrance Brown was coming for Mitch Leitner. And the pass was, they need to get to the 3. He's going for the end zone. It's intercepted. Jordan Smith, the first pick of the season for Jordan Smith.
And that's on Mitch Leitner. He was late with the throw, and he didn't throw it far enough. He needed to throw it to the back pylon. He underthrew that ball so Jordan Smith could make the interception. There it is right here. He's late, not enough air on the ball, and he knew it. Just threw it too flat. See how flat that ball is? He needs to get it up and over to the back pylon back here. And you always, those are your aim.
Brooks in the backfield. And running around the right side, he's got the first down yardage. And Brooks pushed out by Allen as Minnesota is now in business. We welcome in our audience joining us from the Purdue-Maryland game down in College Park. Here at Beaver Stadium, I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Chuck Long, and we have a dandy. 20-20 inside of 3:30 to go in Minnesota, looking to go on top of this drive.
That was just a stretch play to Shannon Brooks, and again, Cameron Brown on the outside. Torrance Brown on the outside. Need to stay outside there, make that play. Bounced inside.
Leitner with the pocket collapsing, and now it's fully collapsed. Robert Windsor getting in there, number 54. And no room to go. Rodney Smith trying to cut it back. And now he's in deep trouble. And a flag comes in at the end. The crowd was cheering. They heard there was a penalty marker down. They got quiet. Now they're concerned.
Could it be a face mask at the end, which would be too bad because they'd have Minnesota backed up deep.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Wow, what a back-breaking penalty. Looked like you had him 3rd and forever, and they call Marcus Allen for a face mask.
Oh, that just hurts. Here it is right at the end. Left hand, number 2. And they had him wrapped up, too, and teams. And you had to like what McSorley's done for Penn State, bringing this team back. And they did it off of a 3rd and long call for a big touchdown reception that sparked them.
The sophomore Emmett Carpenter is perfect on the 2016 season. And he is still perfect. Ice water in the veins of Emmett Carpenter, and the Gophers are back in the driver's seat. Looking for Barkley on the wheel route there on Smith out of the backfield. So 3rd and 10 for Penn State. And here comes more pressure off his back foot. Diving catch at the 45 by Chris Godwin. Need about 10 more yards. The long this season for Davis, just 40. But he hasn't attempted anything over 50 this season. McSorley stepping up. He's got a lot of room to run. Inside the 30 and stepping out at the 21.
Wow.
Snap it. Chris Gula will hold it. And Davis got it.
This Saturday, you have won the toss. Defense. Penn State has won the toss and wants to play on defense. What end would you like to play at? Hold that and turn around this way. Penn State has won the toss and like to go on defense. Minnesota's ball, first down at the 25-yard line.
Off play action, pocket collapses, and down goes Mitch Leidner thanks to Evan Schwan.
Haven't heard Evan Schwan's name. Makes a big play when you need it. Just staying with it. And those interior D linemen just get push, keep fighting, and you'll get to the quarterback sooner or later.
Defensive coordinator Brent Pry said that Evan Schwan's been limited with injury, hoping to get him more snaps this week. They're glad he was out there for that snap.
Now you want to get in field goal range. You want to make sure you get enough, you get a decent field goal kick.
From here it would be 45 yards, and it's going to be about a 45-yarder. Underthrown. Garrett Sickles got pressure, and Leidner fell to his backside again.
That was not a good series for the Minnesota offense. And they've been good in the red zone all year. And this Leidner just get pressure here by Sickles. And just couldn't step into his throw on that flat route. I didn't like the play anyway. That was a long throw from this left hash all the way near the boundary on the right side. That's a long throw for anybody.
This will officially go as a 46-yarder for Emmett Carpenter. He's 3 for 3 in this one. And he is 4 of 4. How about the two kickers in this game? Carpenter and Davis.
You get him up by 3. Again, now Penn State's turn.
And keep in mind, if Penn State scores a touchdown, it's over.
It's over.
A field goal, and we do it again. Trace McSorley, what can he do here in overtime? 335 yards passing, a touchdown, and no interceptions so far for McSorley. This time it's Barkley. Cutting inside. Barkley, touchdown! And for Minnesota, absolute dejection. James Franklin and Tracy Claeys meet, and Franklin gets the win, and Penn State gets to hoist the Governor's victory bell.
What a great comeback victory by Penn State. Coming out in the second half behind Trace McSorley's throwing and running. And heady play, playing smart, throwing the ball away when he had to. And then they finally give it to Saquon Barkley for a big play when they needed it. And there's just a lot of space right here. And Saquon Barkley, with his vision, found it. No one's going to tackle him in the open field.
Kunle Ayinde was the last man, number 4, to have a chance, but on Barkley's cut, he juked him and high-stepped in for the winner.
Great call by Joe Moorhead. He's been throwing the ball. He spread everybody out, spread that defense out, and just a little inside zone play. He went back to it. Wasn't working very well all game. Went back to it, stayed patient. Hit pay dirt.
What a game.
What a game is right.
If you weren't with us, Minnesota, they looked in control early. They led 13-3. Penn State would then go and score the next 17 to go up 20-13. Then we had the drama there at the end of regulation. Penn State marching into field goal range, kicking the field goal Davis did to tie it.